Thanks for taking a few minutes to listen to my testimony on video. I didn't grow up in a Christian home, and in fact we never went to church growing up in New Orleans, Louisiana. But when I became a teenager, my parents divorced and we moved with my mother to a different town in the northern part of the state. And I really struggled with not only just relocating but having friends, and I had lots of feelings of insecurity and had some anger issues and a lot of temptations that were out there, just trying to fit in, and all those things were really right in front of me. And all of a sudden there were some friends that I began to meet on the school bus, and they were Christians. I could tell there was something different about them, and one of them in particular, David Peterson, invited me to just some fun activities that the church was having, and he asked me in the parking lot of the church one day if I was a Christian. Now, I wanted to say yes because I wanted to fit in, just like in all the other circumstances as a teenager, but for some reason I had that moment of being honest, and I just said no. And then David began to share with me the story of Lazarus and the rich man. And without going into too much detail on that story, I just heard about how the rich man was separated from God forever, and I just knew that that would be the same way with me, but just because of the things I had already done early in my life and just that feeling of not knowing who God was. And then David began to tell me how that could change and how I could trust in Him, and I did that right then and there in the church parking lot a long time ago, and my life has been amazing ever since, not without its challenges, but God has just given me a new vision of who He is and how the world is, and my calling in this world, my purpose in this world. And it's been an awesome adventure, and God has blessed me with so many things and so many ways in which to share. And I hope this is just one of those ways that you might hear this testimony, and as a fellow struggler, reach out and really search and the most important thing, and really discover that most important gift that God has for you. Thanks a lot.